All right, the Steelers have their 6 Super Bowl trophies in the case. They traded their 6th-round receiver to the Oakland Raiders for a 3 and a 5. We've talked about Juju Smith-Schuster stepping up and taking over. We've talked about James Washington, a 2nd-round pick a year ago, possibly becoming a better player. But really, big picture, what do they do with this receiving core? You're taking away one of the best receivers in the game. You had a great 1-2 combination with Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster. Where do they go from here, Chris?
Yeah, they're going to have to reinvent the wheel a little bit for what they want to do and how they want to attack on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster is one of the 6 or 7 best wide receivers in football, so at least they got him. I think Vance McDonald at the tight end position really, he emerged last year, I thought, as kind of like the new Gronk, the new physical force who's amazing at run blocking, and when he catches the ball over the middle, not one guy's going to tackle him. You need like 3 or 4 guys to bring him down. So they have that. You know, hey, running back position, they're pretty good. They might add something there too. But Samuel, James Conner can both run and catch the ball out of the backfield. You talked about James Washington. And I'll say this again. You know, Dante Moncrief, that was a good signing by them. Yeah, he's not a superstar, but a good player who didn't really get to show what he's all about last year in Jacksonville because they had offensive issues as well. And again, just like we talked about with the Buffalo Bills, Mike, the Steelers at that, and what are they drafting at? 21? I just want to make sure I'm right. 20th pick in the draft. They're right in the range to where that second receiver in the NFL draft will go. The kid Paris Campbell from Ohio State. I could see Pittsburgh loving him to be the new explosive Emmanuel Sanders, Antonio Browns, whatever it may be. I don't think they're going to go Marquise Brown, the kid from Oklahoma, who would also be in that conversation, cousin of Antonio Brown.
I don't think the Steelers are touching anyone related to Antonio Brown.
But my point being
I don't think
is
that's happening.
They're amazing at drafting wide receivers, and I'm sure they got their eyes on a few guys that could possibly fill that void 1st, 2nd, 3rd round.
Yeah, and I've asked Kevin Colbert about that. Why do they seem to find these great receivers in the mid to late round at the draft? And if he downplays it, whatever the secret is, he's not going to share it with us. The secret could be Ben Roethlisberger. For all the knocks he takes, having a great quarterback allows you to rotate in receivers who can more easily get it done if the quarterback is putting the ball right where it needs to be, Chris.
Right, yes, exactly. Again, I say this a lot, and I know Big Ben, he's not exactly Mr. Role Model, perfect human being off the field, and he's not the best teammate either. I mean, we know that. This is not just because of Antonio Brown. There's been more people that have complained about it, Ben Roethlisberger, the teammate. But I do think those factors sometimes take away for how special the player is on the field. And I know you've heard me say this before. You might think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy anyways. But I believe Big Ben Roethlisberger is in the conversation for like one of the 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time. And I know I don't know everything, but I know I watch a lot of football in my life, and I watch quarterbacks a lot. He is special. And when they show Antonio Brown highlights, damn, the ball is on the money every time. Whether Antonio's covered or not, it is right between the 8 and the 4 every time. So to your point, I do think people need to take that into account maybe a little more than we all do.
Like Larry Fitzgerald said a couple of weeks ago, Antonio Brown may not realize how good he has it playing with Ben Roethlisberger. And yes, he's not a choir boy. He's not a model citizen. He's not exactly the easiest guy to get along with. He'll block you on Twitter. And if you haven't checked, I highly recommend that if you have a Twitter account, pull up _BigBen7 and see if you've been blocked. Because for some reason, just a bunch of random people who have no connection to the media, no connection to the Steelers, no connection to anything, are blocked by Big Ben on Twitter.
Wow.
All that said,
are you
he's
blocked?
A great quarterback. Of course I'm blocked. I'm blocked by him. I'm blocked by Odell Beckham. I'm just wondering at what point Antonio Brown is going to block me. I'm surprised he didn't block me after I tweeted yesterday that Antonio Brown was late for his introductory press conference. So the Steelers will move forward with receivers. I didn't mention Eli Rogers. He's back in the fold as well.
Right.
A guy who had 550 yards or so a couple of years ago, had a 100-yard game against the Ravens, has shown some potential, had a torn ACL at the end of the 2017 season, eventually came back last year. Maybe he can make things happen as well. All right, Chris, you get your long weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no work for you. We'll check out the latest edition.
It's hashtag Climate Strike Day. Climate Strike Day. And you know me, I'm a supporter of the climate change cause. I mean, it's a real issue. So I'm not coming to work. Screw you, Mike. Sorry.
Wait, does that mean – wait a minute. How does protecting the environment mesh with burning a certain leafy substance?
Well, I never said I was the perfect model citizen in all ways, but I do my best, okay? I am human, I am flawed, but I still am trying to fight the good fight here. So, yes, I do
You
believe
have an
in
electric car.
I do.
You have an electric car.
I try to take...
See,
Yeah, go ahead.
I worry about the electric car because what happens if the electricity runs out? And if you can't just pull over and get electricity somewhere?
Yeah, you can. No, that's what people are missing too. I mean, here at NBC, right out here in the parking lot, they have They have plugins for the electric cars. So when I go in my Tesla, I can pull it up just like gas stations on a navigation. I can pull up the charging ports to where, yeah, you're not going to fill up your full tank of battery like the gas station in like 3 or 4 minutes. It might take 20, 25 minutes to give you, a big boost of energy at some of these charging stations. But they're out there, and we need to grow them and continue to grow this whole business because we got to get away from gas-powered cars and all of those things that are polluting our air.
Yeah, but nothing sounds like a gas-guzzling
I get it, but you know what?
Kick it in,
and people will get in these. Yeah, and people will get in these electric cars. I have a lot of fun at the stoplight with the guy that's in the Porsche next to me, and I go, oh, this Porsche, all that gas, he can't keep up with my electric Tesla. Zoom! So people would have fun driving these cars, too. It's not that they're slow and stupid. They can fly.
I was in a Tesla once, and yeah, when it goes and you don't hear anything,
yes,
that's weird.
Right.
That's a weird feeling.
It is.
So,
but let's take that rather than spewing gas into the atmosphere. I think that's a better take.
I'm sorry. For now, I got my gas guzzler. What am I supposed to do? Sell it? I'm in West Virginia. It's not like we got charging ports all over the place. So
I get
once
you.
the charging ports show up, then I'll get a Tesla. All right, Chris.
Good.
Enjoy your weekend. And happy. I don't want to look. I know I'm not a climate change denier.
No, I know.
know that something needs to be done. I know also that it feels like it's a fight that is going to take years to win, and I don't have the energy to worry about it, especially when I spend my time fighting fights I can't win in the NFL. So
yeah, I hear you.
We'll do PFTOT on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back on Friday with PFT Live. Big Cat will be in the building for that, and things are still moving around the clock. Check us out at ProFootballTalk.com. Have a great day.
See ya.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.